happy you're here to join us for the final event of All Rights Reserved 15th anniversary. This is an incredibly special milestone for us since it's the 15th anniversary. What started as a local theater playing a single documentary has manifested into 15 years of spoken word that has touched thousands of students, teaching artists, teaching sponsors, and audience members. This is National Poetry Month. And we are celebrating every moment of that journey and everyone whose voices have demonstrated the power of the written and spoken word. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has made this legacy possible. Our teaching artists that have been in the schools since September, working with young writers like the ones you will see on the stage tonight. Our core teaching artists have offered their expertise and feedback, creating stronger classrooms for our students, and the students themselves have written, revised, and rehearsed their work time and time again. Every year, more than 100 people volunteer as judges, and hundreds more fill rooms where the students perform. Slam is a big, breathtaking, beautiful game that has been a part of my life for over 25 years. As in all games, there is someone who is going to take home the trophy and the Pop-Tarts. But tonight, the real win is for those artists finding a community with each other. No matter what happens in the outside world, this game has created a community I'm incredibly proud to be a part of. And we are thankful for everyone who has chosen to participate. Tonight, you can support this legacy by scanning the QR code on your program, which is the QR codes outside if you need it, purchasing merchandise, or making a cash donation at our check-in table. It takes hours of trust building and workshopping and planning to get just one team off the ground. And we believe in paying artists for their time, skill, and passion. Art is mandatory, not an option. Every dollar donated helps us expand to more communities and to provide a more powerful art form. You'll see that when the competition starts, but we often say the points are not the point. One of the ways we demonstrate that is by making sure we showcase voices tonight that did not qualify for finals. No matter what numbers these students received from the judges, they created work that truly touched us and were nominated to be in front of you tonight. All right, let me get that started. Oh, and before I do, someone left their phone at the snack station, and you might want your device back. All right, so let's get started by welcoming up a 4-year student of All Rights Reserved. I've been lucky enough to work with this human for 4 straight years, and I couldn't be happier. They are a former finalist of our Youth Poet Laureate competition, and will hopefully soon be an intern and maybe a teaching artist, and that makes me even happier. He can't run from us. We're sticky. All right, y'all. Let's see. Give it up for Raven.
Morning after we realize you're gone, everything moves. Your alarm will start to sound incessantly, and you will not wake to it. But your mother will pretend not to notice that you never came out of your bedroom to grab your keys for first. She will just assume that you're taking the day off because you've been sad lately. Those keys will still hang on the hook by the front door, the one that you helped pick out from TJ Maxx when you moved into the new house. The one that you said didn't look drab, even though it kind of did compared to the stark white walls that now felt just a little less than. Your dog will scratch at your door begging to be let in. He knows you needed someone. What he wouldn't give to have one more night with you, all he wanted to do was be there for you, and you just couldn't let him in. Just like your best friend asking if you were okay in homeroom last week, and you answered with a head nod and a heavy sigh. You had the world on your shoulders and nothing left to say, so you never said it. And now you have 3 unread text messages from her, all getting stale in your inbox like last night's leftovers in the fridge. The ones that your brother will take for breakfast without another thought, expecting you not to notice, or at least pretend not to, once you get around to them. He will not understand when he knocks on your door 3 times, just like he always did, calling your name as he opened your door, not knowing that you would not answer this time, not knowing that the last time he saw you, he forgot to say, "I love you," not knowing that he will be the one to tell your mother, your friends, your teachers, he was just a freshman. How could he have ever known? He will feel insurmountable guilt about the last words he could have said to you, and rehearse in the mirror as if you could come back and save him. Because when you lose someone important, it seems you only think about what you never said, and not at all what you did say. And there's a funny thing about death, in the way that it never goes away. It's a feeling that gets stuck in your lungs like a disease. It never shrinks, never gets lighter, it never goes away. That's something your friends will have to learn. As they grow their lives around your absence like a black hole in the middle of their world that you just left. And that says something about us all, though, because we forget to love. And I think we forgot how. Because maybe if we had checked on you with one text or one call, it would have been okay. They never noticed the signs. It would have been okay. Now they're spreading your ashes and sharing your poetry. It would have been okay. They found your suicide note in your notebooks full of poetry. It should have been okay. Had you stuck around, you could have seen that it could get better. But we all had to learn the hard truth of what it's like to be born, of what it's like to see you in the sunset and have to be okay with it. What it's like the morning after you took me. Thank you.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. Give it up one more again for the poet. All right, next we are going to give it up for another, yes, for a poet from Millard North. Y'all give it up for Caitlin.
I'm Caitlin, and this is Love Letter in the Panic Attack. Darling, no thorns perforate your skull. But if there were thorns, you can imagine your mother's fingers plaiting your curls into a crown over the constellation dots of blood. Honey, your blood doesn't have enough of it to make the bees swarming your sickened mind be sweet to it. Your skin is crawling there looking for the sugar in your tears, but it is not spring in your body. You know that. It's not spring on this hill, but there's still a cross of wood. And if the wood of the cross leaves splinters in your hearts and splits it near to breaking, you don't have to nail yourself to the ache. But if you do, and the unsweet blood just runs like life away from your begging palms, nailed to the ache and shaking from the storm, blessed are they that mourn, the depressed, the wine-pressed, the I'll take this cup and drink it up, the I shattered my glass and I can't get it back deity. There's a lot more distant than the scream, but you don't have to die on this hill when the sky behind your eyes goes dark and the sun takes longer than promised to rise for you. I'll carry you to the tomb and wait till spring comes to steal your death from you. I'll kiss the skin that was loved by hate and wince away the tears, place lavender in your plaited crown, and then the honeybees will be so kind. The splinters of halo in your hurting mind and the splinters of cross in your shattered heart will heal, and it will be spring in your body. You know that.
And if you don't, you can't imagine there were no thorns to puncture your sickened mind or punctuate your breathing. There was only a slight tingling from your mother's fingers painting your curls into a crown. Imagine your curls smell like spring because they do now.
Mentioned something that in that introduction. The All Rights Reserved is our biggest program, but also we have another important one called Youth Poet Laureate. And Caitlin is a two-time member of our finalist cohort. Please get up for our poet. All right, most of our next team has been together for all 4 years and working with their same coach. We're excited to hear a group piece from Bellevue East. All right, give it up one more time for the poets. That concludes our showcase, but I'm sure you see why every fall we come back and celebrate all the things that Poetry Slam and spoken word has to offer. Now that the showcase is over, I'm passing the mic over to your real host for the night. Please give it up for Stacy Waite and Lacey Lamar.
in my prayer. This church was cooking me alive. And I think we all knew I was going to end up here eventually. I do pray. Pray I can finally sit down somewhere, get wasted at the open bar my family requested, and leave. Go watch my broken television so loud it drowns out my ex-future in-laws' televangelism. Get out of this suit and lick my wounds, the fresh and the scarred and the ones that remember what it's like to be abandoned. God is a woman, and she left me alternating between stages of grief. Skipping steps like hopscotch. Look, Mom, one leg. I bet I can even go backwards with my eyes closed. I bet I could do this forever. Brand my hands with chalk stains. On the cement outside, I draw a portrait of her. My mommy used to have to remind me. The rain would come and wash away all my hard work. I cried every time. I don't cry now. I should be losing my faith. My driveway is a rainbow, a promise, and I think I knew I was going to end up here eventually. God is a woman, and she left me at the altar boy's mercy. They needed help lighting candles and pouring glasses of wine, and I may not be good enough for God, but I can light a few candles, and I can pour a few glasses of wine out on the pavement. I slam my knees over and over again so the bruises can be from anything other than worshiping a world that does not love me back. I'm a poet. I will always love what does love me back. I should be losing my faith, but I saw a penny face up today, and I think I knew I was going to end up here eventually. God is a woman, and she left me at the altar, and baby, tonight, I am turning up. So in line for karaoke. We don't have a mic, but I've always been loud enough to project all my insecurities, calm the line out the emergency exits, and God, well, she never shows. I should be losing my faith, but I was going to end up here eventually, and I don't think I have it in me not to love her. God, the world, same thing, different, it doesn't really matter. I should be losing my faith. Love, devotion, same thing, different, it doesn't really matter, but I saw a metal arc today, and I'm tired of losing. I don't want to lose anymore, so I use my deity as proof of God, the world, faith, love, and answer back, same thing, different, it doesn't matter. Who the hell am I to ask for life to answer me back? I am a poet. I will always love what can never answer me back. I will always worship at an empty altar.
You have to write me in because I'm 52. Can't see all this. Okay. Thank you.
People mispronounce my niche as resilience. Like, Mom, look at the life you created. This world tried to imprison you when you're exonerated because you can't change what was made by the sage of the ages. You just can't stop the story when God is writing the pages. I know there's got to be a God because of the way I dodge microaggressions like bullets and arrows. Hold my head high because I'm the daughter of a king and pharaohs. And even though things aren't fair, though, I keep on forward. Even when my path is narrowed and I'm expected to navigate spaces others wouldn't dare go. I really know God's real when I look at my baby cousin Miles. Cause ain't nothing like black boy joy and giggles and smiles, like goodness personified and soul sanctified. Like Miles, when God made you, I think the devil probably apologized. There's gotta be a God. Just look at the way black men make lemonade from limelight, never breaking or bending, keeping their spines upright. Cause of how they turn execution into revolution. Cause they don't want your pity, they want retribution. I mean, God's gotta be real. Just look at how I'm everything I was supposed to never be. A destined statistic turned generational legacy. And I'm reaching heights my ancestors couldn't have fathomed they'd ever see. As heresy, I'm the harvest of seeds they planted in soil they didn't own. The resonance of prayers whispered in frequencies only God has known. I know God's real. Cause when I was at my lowest, decrepit and heartbroken, helpless, like my will to live was soft-spoken, God pulled me up out of them decks and my soul was awoken. Like, you gotta seek his face before the works of his hands. And when you do, I promise you'll understand, cause God is not some man up in the sky or over yonder in Neverland. He's every woman, immigrant, and helping hand. He's the static in the silence, the rhythm in the street, the holy manifestation of every person that you meet. Man, I swear there's gotta be a God, cause he be talking to me. God speaks. Thank you.
I have a 10. I have a 10. I have a 10. I have a 10. And I have a 10.10. Lincoln Easton, round 2 is on deck, but right now, please welcome all the way to the stage, Norfolk!
Shouting at me. I scream, epic fight scene! I can't seem to remember when I wake up. I fall in love and then forget the imaginary person's name. And why I seem to like him so much. These forgotten moments haunt me when I close my eyes. My notes app is a graveyard of broken sentences and my search history is marked as criminally insane behavior. I'm surprised the FBI hasn't thrown us in jail yet. That'd make a good story. I should write that down. Wait. How'd it go again? I make empty promises to sit down and write when I get
In a minute, but those minutes turn from childhood dreams to adult nightmares.
Nightmares that would make great books if I could remember what they were.
A tortured artist trapped in their own petty minds.
A mind that seems to make up endless tales I chase like a dog.
Fairy tales to happy tales.
I'm going off the rails, crazy brain.
I'm saying I'm gonna go equals why am I doing this to myself? Instead of catching Z's, I'm watching that stupid blinking cursor. At 12:34 a.m., my inspiration as prevalent as my sleep schedule. Like an absent father gone to get the milk. My brain as curdled as the milk. I don't even know how to use prevalent in a sentence, but you probably didn't even notice I used it wrong.
That's how writers hook you into their stories, like the claws of a duck.
Duck?
What rhymes with duck?
I can think of a lot of things that rhyme with duck. Lock, suck, fuck, suck.
12:35 a.m.
The brightness of the computer screen feels like nails piercing into my eyeballs.
Or optical orbital organs of sight, if you will.
Or if you won't.
You probably shouldn't. Shanty?
What will we do with the drunken say Margarita? It's 12:36 a.m. on a Monday morning, and I have lost my street cred.
My characters have been renamed absent father to curdled mouth.
They're about to fight 100 sea pirates, all named Bob.
And they have broken the 34th wall at this point.
My fingers are rapidly firing written shots via my keyboard.
But every time I try to type a letter,
It comes out a semicolon.
I semicolon don't know how with a $sign one do this at.
12:37 a.m. on a Monday morning.
And I've written 30 lines of pure gibberish.
It's a start.
Perhaps to a beautiful love story about absent father number 2 and curdled milk cannonballing deep blue sea to earn their freedom. One day,
With my own 2 optical orbital organs of sight,
I'll read this in a book
found on the Barnes & Noble clearance table,
and think
I've made it. Hi, my name is Cora. I'm a poet from Lincoln East.
She was a fairy.
And this is my poem, Chemistry with a Semi-Automatic. My table partner and I are not very good at science labs. Sophomore chemistry feels Sisyphean when we're working with chemicals half as old as we are, but we make do with what they give us. Our sights are just barely focused on finals, but my lab partner still freaks when I say, hey, we have 8 minutes left and 4 more trials to do, but I tell her it's fine. I've been here before. We can rinse and repeat these cracked glass beakers 4 times over. We can get a late pass and walk to 8th period in empty halls. The loudspeaker crackles, but we're running out of time, and this linoleum can muffle a pin drop. Our rushing shoes are unforgiving on the tile, and I can't hear the announcement, but I can watch as doors filled with bulletproof glass slam shut and fluorescent lights go dark. And I can't catch my lab partner as she crumples the tile, but I can pull on her bloodstained camisole a few weeks later when I go and testify and hope to God with crossed fingers that this drop in the bucket is the one that will make a splash, but the water stains on the ceiling tell me my school has always had issues with leaks. I'm not very strong, but I carry her to the emergency iron station, follow bright yellow posters, and wipe some liquid off her face. And maybe it's these fumes, but I don't remember working with anything warm or sticky or red. They'll tell the PTA it was the chemicals that killed her. But I know what I saw, heard, felt. I know what lost lights out of sight means, and I know what a closed casket does to breathing. I think you and I can both infer the real message of this piece is that, like usual, my racing heart and sweating palms and the way I still jump at loud noises are just being dramatic, or Or maybe it's that queer kids just have too much wrong with their head, and that's why I'm still on my knees for prayer. Or maybe it's for execution. I stopped caring when he opened fire, but I can't worry about that now. Because I have a math test next period, and my Red Bull is wearing off, and this bathroom line is way too long, and the cafeteria is out of spoons, so I make do with what they give us. I can put one foot in front of the other. I can sip viscous red tomato soup off a fork, rinse and repeat. I stick my head up off the desk when the lights flare on and wake me from a dream where I'm not still running. I make do with what they give us. They don't talk about her, about the incident, no, about the accident that occurred in lab room 203 that had everything to do with rush trials and late passes, and I guess I really should have known better and just followed procedure because 3 days into the morning, the principal will begrudgingly type out an email. Their counselor is available at request when, if ever, you feel like talking, when, if ever, you stop choking back tears with cold back the floor every time you're alone because your lab partner is gone. And my hands are fumbling with test tubes, trying to record all this data for our stupid lab, for my stupid lab. Her absence is carefully noted as a % error margin. On paper, I watch as she becomes a statistic. Maybe if we had followed procedure, I would have passed second semester. If we had squeezed pipettes more precisely, or if we had squeezed our knees closer to our chest so our feet didn't peek out and give away our 16-year-old secret, we make do with the plan they give us. Her ghost is next to me, pressing half moons into my palm through thin latex gloves. But I tell her it's fine. I've been here before. Locks, lights, out of sight. We rinse and repeat.
I have a 9.4. I have a 9.6. I have a 9.8. 9.9. And a 10. Therefore, if you are on deck, but right now, please bring all the way to this stage, Douche!
And I'm a freshman at Duchesne Academy. Today, the poem I'll be presenting is titled 0 divided by 0 is equal to invalid. We got kids who kill themselves because their parents aren't present. But then we got kids who would kill to have their parents in their presence. We got kids whose parents' presence isn't a good enough present. We got kids whose parents are killed in their presence. We got kids whose parents' presence isn't a good enough present. We got kids whose presence fights without their parents present. We got kids who don't get presents, don't have parents, and forever going presence of pain. Why? They're just trying to live in the presence, within our presence, away from pain. Why do we have kids who live without living the life in their lifetime? Have to grow up in a world where time is of the essence, but through their eyes, essence is of the time. Where the essence of adolescence is fast forwarded to the point through their eyes, genuine childhood becomes a lie. We live in a world where relations and situations can shape our lives. The very letters of a last name or past fame entertain positivity or negative possibility. We live in a world where relations and situations can shape our lives. How is it we let one's opinions or documents or visions define our very lives? They say it's a crime to be in a country undocumented, but tell me, society, is it a crime to have a dream? Is it a crime for wanting better, wanting a safer home? It's disheartening to let papers write people's very futures, past and present. Let them write their own narratives. The very narratives you live alongside and steal, claiming you founded, yet the very people you neglected are the foundation of your salvation. Admitted society, we're not great at committing to peaceful propriety. We can't own up to our mistakes when we knowingly do wrong, so we build up this anxiety quietly and call it weakness. Well, we need to realize what's weak is taking advantage of the bleak, not addressing, acting, or acknowledging the daily indiscreetness shown to the meek and sweet people. Realize there are entities with planned out legacies that endlessly continue our current day dilemmas. And yes, there are remedies to this growing disease, but we're too stubborn of our own jealousies that day-to-day extremities become a common penalty. Do we not see the common enemy? Hatred and division guides us to a broken path of broken promises. The destinies of our society forge to a destination of destruction. Let's stop limiting ourselves from knowledge or even thinking it's necessary to know more. Knowing is a step of growing, and as you grow, you bestow along the path of making your mark in this world. So in this present time, go start your own line instead of waiting for one to form. In this current present, be the empowering presence that stands for harmony in our homes. I hope we now have kids and parents whose presence fights within our present, so everyone has the presence of peace. Thank you.
.0, 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, and a 10. Lincoln High, you're on deck, and New Forkians, because really that's what you are.
Hello, my name is Emerson Widener. I'm a senior at Norfolk Senior High. My poem is called Octorus Autopsy. The operation is easy, alarmingly simple. They lie me bare on the operating table, a frozen light droning overhead, and smoothly slice the line from my neck to my pubis. The metal sends shivers down my spine, and my speech bluff tongues as easy as a nucleation. Every time I listen to a peer's insight, reminds me how blind I truly am. A finger runs over the scar on my chin, perhaps an inspiration for my tail, like how the curtains in the morgue are blue. I wrote that detail because I enjoy the color of the sky. Under the claw pipes trauma, not visible on my flesh, but take a look at our protagonist. Notice the haunting felt in his stomach while I starve under scrutiny, ribs pierce his heart while mine aches too much, cigarette burns on his forearm share shape with the birthmark stapled across my left eyebrow. I feel cold fingers probing my untouched pelvis. I didn't have a boyfriend, did I? Notice the lovebirds in my tails. His hands in her hair, her hands on his thigh, never kissed before the epilogue. A side effect of his trauma. Maybe his darkness is under my skin, too. This body didn't cave from natural causes. It was murder, but not a crime. As anyone who's read my work knows, plot twists abound. Where's the weapon? Oh, of course. Reach deeper into my guts, pull out my spine, listen to the cracks of the bones, the snaps of the muscles contracting, the sharp tip of my tailbone, the pin of a pen bleeding out on paper is the proof they've all been looking for. The writer asked for it. I had it coming. Having someone look at your poems, your stories, your essays is worse than someone peeking at your diary. Your diary, it's predictable. Crushes, sickness, your last math test, in fountain pen, locked, it needs a key. You can rest easily at nights and no one checks for no one's check. But cracking open a novel, digging the published prose open for the whole world to see is the equivalent of dissecting its writer. I am afraid of my creations. Some so much that I keep them tucked away in a notebook under my bed where no one will ever see it, not even when I die. I'll write to my will to be burned alongside me, forgotten, gone, good. If anyone ever saw it, would they still love me? Would my mother turn away? My characters, my plot, the quiet humor found between lines conflicts with the girl lying on the slab. Those words reveal how much I love, how much I cry, how much the pain doesn't go away after a lifetime of lonely nights with faith in the world, but I never lost faith in my writing because at least the author in me keeps fighting to stay alive. I am hardly the first. Every author knows familiar sting of cold air filling cavities in their bodies. Some writers crave the pain, it keeps them alive, it pushes them to their limits for public entertainment. I am one of them, at times. But the prizes I've won sing the possibilities of my future. The threat of failure has already started to bore through my back. So I put my darkest thoughts on paper in hope they sell out before I do. Thank you.
I have a 9.6. I have a 9.7. I have a 10. Round 3 and Duchenne is on deck, but right now, please welcome all the way to this mic, Lincoln High School!
My name is Ash. I'm a senior at Lincoln High. This is my poem, Butterflies. The first time I said I loved you, my heart beating so fast you can see it. Butterflies fluttering around the tears in my eyes, the air flowing out of my lungs like butterfly wings. When you said you love, my heart breaking when you're not reciprocating my love for you. The tears burning my skin. In a flower grove of my own creation, surrounded by blue orchids, butterflies all around me, telling me to love who I am, that I am not the wilted flower that needs to know how to bloom, that I am how I am, that I don't need to change myself because butterflies don't change their soul. So maybe I am a butterfly that can't see her own beauty within. As my love started to melt for you, a beautiful friendship emerges between me and my inner self. Finally, the flowers start to bloom. You get to see its natural blue color of the earth. Blue monarch butterflies flutter off, illuminated by the twilight. Thank you.
I'm old. Let me look at it. 8.5. Don't kill the messenger. 9.5. 8.0. 9.0. 9.0. Somebody yell tomato? I love it. Sorry, I guess you gotta know what's coming up next. Norfolk, you're on deck. And Duchenne, be round 3, is next.
My bad, y'all. I had to go pee real quick. Catch my breath. Hi guys, my name is Ashai Yarbrough. I am a senior at Duchenne Academy. I will say this is dedicated to all my black sisters in the room. And I want to let you know that this is called The Black Woman. She says her name the way her mama told her to. Loud, proud, carrying every lesson that came before it, like introductions or declarations. She learned to walk into rooms aware of how she's being read. Her eyes, her lips, even how she wears her hair, it's all interpreted before she even says a word. You know, it's like her existence needed managing. Like she hadn't already memorized the rules that's carved into that black skin that's scarred over like braille. She learned young that people think they know her. She knew what it meant to grow into her blackness, her womanhood. Knew that it meant being called masculine as the tightness and the weight of her family wraps around her throat. She knew it meant being called too soft when she shows emotion, like her tears are a weakness instead of proof that she actually feels. She knew it meant being noticed too early, judged too quickly, and treated older than she was and tougher than she felt. She felt those eyes linger on her sun-kissed skin, hearing those assumptions follow her confidence. You know, she even learned to code switch her voice, to speak higher, to make them feel comfortable, sounding less like a threat and more like something they don't have to fear. Learning to walk alert in public, putting those hands up high, putting them behind your back so that officer can see. You know, she learned survival. They speak about her like she's a problem to solve, like her kindness means availability, like attraction means intention, like attention means consent. No, but she knows how to set it up, knows how to set those boundaries without surrendering that softness within. She knows that those boundaries are not shame, not aggression, but self-respect that she had to carve for herself. She carries her history and her posture, and her braids and her language in that tone, inheriting resilience and shaping it into grace. She's still growing, not perfect, but intentional, with that self-respect, with that discernment, with that pride in her skin, her name, her history, and her inheritance. Refusing to disappear into silence, insisting on being heard. Because she's not a stereotype. She's not a warning, but she's becoming, rooted, rising, watched, and still choosing herself. Seeing herself, choosing herself, because she's enough, because she is the Black woman. Thank you.
.6. I have a 9.7. I have a 9.8. I have a 9.9. And I have another 9.9.
sophomore at Norfolk Senior High.
Sing the truth!
And the title of my poem is I'm a Gambler at 15. I walk into the casino of bright fluorescent lights and loud noises, a place they call school. Every day I go and play a game of Russian roulette. Click goes my shoes on the linoleum floor, click goes the gun to my head. It's a game of chance, and the numbers aren't in my favor. But I don't have a choice. This gambling game is mandatory by law and funded by our taxes, the threat of my death, endorsed by our president, avoidable by a bill Congress refuses to pass. So I gamble. I gamble because I must. Every day I go to school well aware of the possibility a man could walk into the building, or maybe a student, fed up with the hand like a dealt them, grab the gun from their dad's closet. I can hear them now. It's crying in lockdown, hiding in a dark corner, protected by one locked door. And I think deep down we all know that's not going to stop them. So every week, Monday through Friday from 8 to 3, I gamble. Though I am still just a kid, I gamble. I go all in with my life as collateral. The prize, another boring day is a lottery, but instead of getting a free scratch ticket, I get to live. It's roulette, but if it lands on red, there's a color splattered on the wall. Blackjack, but instead of trying to get to 21, I try to get to 18. I roll, die, hope I don't. It's a slot machine I can't stop playing. Except this isn't a game, this is my life. I don't want to gamble. I don't want to die. Thank you.
walking out of the churches downtown. It's holding a spot in your heart for every type of girl that you meet, that you see, think of, and understand. Being a girl is trying so hard to love life. It's taking pictures of your friends when they aren't looking, posting them on their birthday, even though they hate the attention. Being a girl is getting the wrong kind of attention. Being a girl is having a conversation with your grandmother about aging and how it scares you to grow up, to move out. It's expecting peaceful comfort and understanding, but it scares her too. Being a girl is being told you look like your mother your whole life and resenting it. It's later in life wishing that it was still true, and it's looking at her one day and realizing that her hair is turning gray as yours gets longer. Being a girl is devoting your life to being remembered in small ways. The gifts you give, the art you made, the achievements you want people to notice. It's holding others up silently and without reward. Being a girl is making sure every person in your life feels valued and never taking an apology from any of them. Being a girl is never forgetting to say thank you. You were taught to never ask for anything. It's allowing people to take advantage of your kindness because maybe they need a little bit more right now. Being a girl is learning to hold your tongue in public, Then it's late at night whispering secrets to your best friends even though you should be asleep. It's waking up early the next morning with bags under your eyes but a smile on your face. Being a girl is growing up too fast. It's holding on to things from your childhood, wearing bows, keeping the stuffies, learning to love the color pink again. My sister was a sad kid. I grew up angry. Being a girl is holding your mom's hand while she cries because sometimes his words are too loud. Being a girl is sympathizing with him because of the way he was raised, the hurt you've heard you've been through. It's being raised the same way. His anger flowing through your veins, being a man. He's meeting someone new, and in the first 20 minutes, they make you comment on your body. In the first 4 hours, they show you their scars, and within a day, you realize that every single boy, man, and male in your life thinks the exact same things. Girlhood is constantly longing to be taken seriously. It's being told you should be a lawyer because you argue too much. Being a girl is not being listened to. It's not knowing what's wrong with you even though you know something is wrong. It's knowing that there's more studies on how your issues affect men than how they actually affect you. Being a girl is holding yourself accountable. It's being labeled as annoying for having a different vocal tone. It's ignoring the problems you have to go through because the world isn't forgiving. Being a girl is keeping your head down, your legs and fingers crossed, and living life in a hesitant silence. Thank you.
Let me see your scores. I have a 9.7. I have a 9.8. I have a 9.8. I have a 9.8. And I have a 10. All right. Let's see, round 4 and Norfolk is on deck, but right now, closing out round 3, please welcome all the way to the stage, Lincoln East High School.
And I'm Willa Hamrick, and we're from Lincoln East.
She was a fairy. Aww.
And this is our poem, A Police Interrogation of Our Father. Hey Nick, how's it going? Can I get you anything? Where were you on the evening of September 9th, 2007? How did it feel to finally become a father free? When you gripped those 2 babies in your arms, did it make you feel strong? How'd you get home that night? 2 kids in the NICU. Did you stay with your wife? Could your wife smell the liquor on your lips when you swore to be better? What did she say? What could she say? All right, let's move on. How'd you handle the divorce? Where were you in court? Why didn't you fight for us? Why'd you only fight to lower child support? What do you think $700 a month can even do for 3 kids? How often did you even pay it? How often did you even want us around? What did you do when the kids weren't around? What did you do when we were? Did you feel guilty? Can you feel guilty? Nick, how often did you sell? God, how often did you take? I said, how often did you sell? You know, I give you forgiveness if you asked for it. Did you mean it when you said I was your favorite? Did you mean to drink your life away? When was it no longer enough? When was the bottle no longer enough? You always said you hated your meds. Where should you even get the pills? But only when they're prescribed, right? Fight the man, right? That's what you said you wanted to teach us. But only when that man ain't you, right? When did that man become you? When I held you in my 8-year-old arms and told you it was okay that your father raped me. Was that you asking if it was okay to leave? Did you ask the officer if it was okay to leave? To pass the legal limit, your car wrapped around a pole where they found half a pound of concentrated THC in your trunk, or the mushrooms growing in your basement, shattering windows with a baseball bat, or you beating your girlfriend bloody? Did you ask if you could leave? What did it feel like to grip an 8-year-old's wrists in your hands while you screamed in her face? Did it make you feel strong? Did you feel like God and God hear you in there? Does he take your collect calls? Do you understand now what it's like to have an absent father, behind a gate, behind bars? Do you get now what this meant to us? Nick, how did it feel to lose all property of your kids? Where were you September 9th, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, now? Where are you now?
Voting is framed as mercy, healthcare as charity, housing as a reward for obedience, human rights as something you earn for submission. Abdicate your power, your vote, your voice, hoping for security. They tell us to trust institutions that have never trusted us. We are expected to respect laws written, to cage, to exclude, to erase us. Every protest is called a riot, every demand is called extremism, every scream is called uncivil by people who have never had to battle to stay alive. This nation loves peace as long as it is decorative, loves justice as long as it is symbolic, loves equality as long as it costs the wealthy nothing. But our anger is honest. Our anger is what happens when people realize their suffering was never a mistake. The powerful fear our anger, not because we are violent, but because we are awake. Because we name names, because we read footnotes, because we do not clap on command, because we do not sit down and shut up on demand. This is not rage without reason. This is rage with a ledger. This is fury sharpened to a point. So we will not be forced to wait. We will not be told where to sit. We will not be shamed into silence. They can keep their speeches, their flags, their empty words about unity. We are done being polite.
Let me see your scores. Here we 9.7. I have a 9.9. I have a 9.8. I have a 10. And I have one more 10. Lincoln East, you are on deck, but right now please bring all the way to the stage Lincoln High School!
My name is Ursula. I am a junior at Lincoln High. You know! Dermatillomania. Derma, epidermis, skin. Tillo, I pull out, pluck. Mania, madness. I don't remember walking from my room to the bathroom mirror like I don't remember how to walk or talk. I just do like the strings are strong today, like the animatronic sticks to its schedule, like my need to be pleasing no matter how much it flays away my identity, like a blemish becomes a blood blister with just one pick. It's that quick. And I don't think about scouring my skin like I don't think about breathing or saying, I'm fine. If someone asks me, how's it going? When really I am savoring 4 hours of sleep like starvation. My scalp is an itching living scab and my eardrums are fixing to burst like a pimple. Gross imagery. I'm sorry. See, I saw a video of an eardrum being drained in 8th grade. The rush, the flood, the plug, and it has lived rent-free under my skin ever since. Do you think I'm disgusting? Me too. Once I had a dream that I squeezed my pointer finger and pus came out like toothpaste, yellow, solid, purging. And when I was done, it lay limp like a deflated balloon, because all I am is white blood cells waging war against a constant invisible infection. There is always something needing correcting. So, when you pointed out a zit, I said, I'll fix it. When my face was bruised and swollen, you looked right past it like I hadn't just been fighting myself into submission. When my head was bleeding, you noticed, but said nothing, because pointing out facial feature flaws becomes unbecoming when they turn into open wounds. The rush, the flood, the plug, and maybe this sounds trivial. Maybe acne is an ailment of my age, but I read recently about a woman who made a mine out of her trachea unconsciously, and I am terrified that she is me in a different body because there is always something needing correcting. And you'd be surprised at how quickly a chest can become a quarry, how quickly shoulders become craters, how quickly cheeks become windows, how quickly I go from brushing my teeth to sacrificing my body at the altar of my mirror, kneeling, begging for forgiveness, because sometimes I think I am a blood blister. And I wonder if I have dermatillomania or if it has me, because I don't think I've ever been free of the itch, of the fight, of the writhing inkling that my skin is alive. Even now, as I write, I yearn for the rush, the flood, and the plug.
Point two.
the only light being my headlights in front of me and the streetlights above. They cut through the dark like knives, revealing the rugged road ahead and carving my way home. As cars pass me with their eyes aglow, my eyes are covered in ladybug spots. I follow the yellow line, splitting the street in twain to compensate for my lack of vision. So I've always wondered what the sensation of being punched is like. And as the car behind me turns into my lane, I think I finally know. His wheels lift into the heavens as he towers over my 2014 Ford Focus. His lights, perfectly aimed in my back window, shoot through my fishbowl car and blow holes into my eyelids. Before him, I am a prisoner, caught in the spotlight. Startled, vulnerable, blinded, and pissed. Did you know your lights can be seen by everyone? Did you know that after we see them, we can no longer see it all? We're not on a country road with dark and dirt and deer, we are on South 70th. I didn't think when I clocked out I would meet God's light on my drive home. Listen, I am but a humble sailboat, simply trying to reach the shore. And you are a lighthouse. Except you decided to eat every other lighthouse. And now you can't see anything, let alone the shore. What are you so afraid of that you need to send up flares to passing lanes? What makes you too good for anything less than the full force of the sun? What gives you the right to endanger others for your own safety? Like, somehow my vision being able to pierce your windshield puts you in danger, just because I can see. Or is it because you no longer have the advantage? You cranked your beams to high by blinding the masses. Does it make you feel powerful? Does it make you feel like God? Little man with your gunmetal gray truck, gear shift in hand, pro-life sticker on the bumper, is it easier to line up your sights when I can't see? You slam the hood of your car and say, come and take it. You drive by grocery stores, nightclubs, churches, schools, and you light them up. And you don't care who gets caught in the crossfire. High beams. You don't care who gets caught in your high beams. Just so you know, nothing in the Second Amendment protects your headlights of mass destruction. The founding fathers didn't think humans would ever wield an automatic flashbang at oncoming pedestrians. Turn off your flash, you moron.
Here we go. I have a 9.7. I have a 9.9. I have a 10. I have a 10. And I have another 10. Alright. I just got lost. That was Lincoln East, right? Okay, thank God. I was like, I don't know what's happening. Alright, on deck is the break. That's what got me thrown around. I was like, what's going on? Poetry sometimes transports you out of the world, and then you come back. Okay, so the break is on deck, but right now, please welcome all the way to this stage, Duchenne!
Hi, my name is Nora Barth, and I'm a senior at Duchenne. Did Mother not tell you where the Fae folk live? Below and above us, surrounding us always. They're not stories, dear child. So please, listen closely. There's a reason our elders passed down to us warnings. But if you, for some reason, choose not to take heed, stars help you escape from their tricks and their teeth. Mother has trod all of the paths of this world. Did she never tell you where the Fae folk live? Stop there, my dear. Do you know where you're going? This path leads to the woods where the wood fairies live. Did Mother never tell you of those hunters of night with their sharp little teeth and shattering cries? The wolf and the lioness hunt for survival, but fairies will find you and kill you for spite. It matters not if you're brave. They're smarter than you, and you should be afraid. The moment you enter the forest, my child, they'll spin you thrice round so you don't know the way, leaving no other choice but to follow their laughter, decipher their signposts, retrace your steps backward, and before you can blink, you're trapped in their web, dying so slowly you can hardly blame them. Beware, my dear. Don't you know where you're headed? This pass splits the mountains where the cave trolls live. Did Mother never speak of the mountain dwellers' rage? They target outsiders with nowhere to stay. The trolls are not wily, nor subtle, nor gray. They'll crush you to bones, even if you obey. Be careful, my dear. Do you know where you are? This road hems the sea where the sirens swim. Did Mother not speak of their lovely disguise? They'll lead you astray with their songs and their lies. I've warned you of creatures who come out at night, but darling, the sirens don't bother to hide. They know children trust them if only they smile, promising glory that never arrives. They make sure their voices show no signs of threat to lure you closer to watery depths. Hush now, my dear. Be awake and alert. Mother knows better, so listen to her. Don't follow the path if you know where it leads. Not a soul escapes a wood fairy's marketing scheme. And you needn't climb mountains to feel ice, fear, for the tears live among us already, my dear. So the next time you hear, as some news catches wind, the red and blue siren song calling you in, think twice before trusting her smiling face. The Fae folk live here, dear, in the United States.
You might have noticed that one of our CTAs, Angelica, has been coming up here and adjusting this mic like a complete champion. So can I hear it from Angelica? Thank you so much. You are also keeping time, right? You're also keeping time. We don't care about time, but you're doing it because we have to, because we're playing a game right now with poetry. All right, so we're going to take a short 5 to 10 minute break. Coaches, you're going to come to this area and meet with Pat. Pat, our Bout manager. Let's hear it for Pat. Coaches, you're going to come real quickly, meet with Pat so we can discuss where we are in the bout, and then we will come back with our 5th round. You might be thinking to yourself, Stacy, what will we do with these 5 to 10 minutes when all we are craving is more poetry? What do we do? Okay? I'm gonna help you. The first thing you could do is you could go buy some merch. That's a super good idea, right? You could go to our tables and find out about stuff like Young Writers Camp happening in Lincoln this summer. I'll be there, right? A poet, that means you go up to a poet, you're like, I love you in all your words, thank you for existing. That's what you can say. It's okay, you can say that because it's true, right? You can do that. Okay, the other thing you can do with your time, especially if you're like, I'm just gonna sit here and play on my phone. Play on your phone and find some of our donors and tell them where you are, okay? I'm gonna read them up. Tell the donors where you are and what you are doing and that you are having an amazing time. Okay? You can just look some of these donors up, the Lozier Foundation, the Sherwood Foundation, the Whites Family Foundation, Nebraska Arts Council, the Nebraska Cultural Endowment, Omaha Community Foundation, Omaha Public School Foundation, the Poetry Foundation. There's actually way more than that. I'll read some more of them later, but just look these folks up. Tell them, I'm that's something you supported, and you should support it forever and all eternity because it's awesome. Okay, so those are things you can do. I know you'll miss us because we slay, but we will be back after the break. We'll see y'all for some more poetry in a bit. seats for some more poetry and festivities. Yeah, come back in here, sit back down. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I have 5 judges. Do I have poets? Do I have coaches that you love in this room? Okay, we got a couple of things to do before we do the 5th round. And Zadika was gonna come up here and do them, but before Zadika did that, I was like, you know, Zadika comes up here all the time. She's like, thank you this person, thank you that, you know, and so I wanted to be like, we should all just thank Zadika because, you know, Zadika does, okay? And let me tell you what, it's hard to be that dang good of a poet, Zadika Poindexter, and run a huge organization. So we are grateful. Please give it up for our fearless leader, Zadika Poindexter!
Everybody else, it's not as good. I'm sorry, y'all. What's up, Matt Basin? Not much to be I got a job that I love and I'm in this room that I appreciate because that man spent 15 years of his life and I don't know how many hours making sure we have this space. I'm getting to them because I've lost my paper, because I was crying. How dare y'all do that to me? I know you're not. All right, so here we go.
Slacy, you say, slaying down every who!
Don't you youngsters steal that.
All right?
I don't want to see that on the
You ready?
interwebs
So,
tomorrow.
when you hear Slacy, you say,
You got it.
you got it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
And props to everybody. All y'all clap my feet to the double clap after
Yeah,
every song.
that was impressive.
I was impressed.
Impressive clapping from a lot of poets. Impressive clapping. Are you ready for the final round? All right, the final round will happen in this order. Lincoln East High School, Duchesne, Norfolk, and Lincoln High in that order. Are you ready for 4 more votes? On deck is Duchesne. But Lacey, tell them who's coming up right now.
Lincoln East.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Mary Kate.
Chris?
Indy.
Sophia. And we're from Lincoln East High School.
She was a fairy.
And trigger warning for self-harm. And this is our poem titled Timber. The lumberjack is coming round again.
Mrs. Jackson promises the pain will end.
Winter waiting at the kitchen table.
Patient penance bark so hollow.
Winter waiting,
Coming back around the bend.
A forest has hundreds of trees.
Each day more and more hit the ground.
Pushing through dead leaves.
Tripping over the root of the problem. Wooden limbs wrap cuts
Across our paper skin, the only thing left.
This is some of all I was meant to be.
I wanted to be just like you.
A tree so sturdy the wind could never touch.
Whose leaves could pierce the clouds.
But thoughts of dark started to drop you, so when the fog the lumberjack cut.
The forest ranger became death's messenger.
Except I was too young to hear you falling. Loved ones bang on bedroom doors now barricaded.
Tired spirits reach for forgiveness.
Bruised palms clawing for one more chance at spring.
And I feel the earth between my feet.
The world surrounding forever grounds me.
But a soft landing seems so distant. For blistered hands crawling ever slowly.
Saplings drop like daisies.
We're built on deforestation.
The quiet always comes to me.
The lumberjack is coming round again.
Trees falling, crushing me beneath my own guilt.
This is action, promises the pain will last.
How could you do this to yourself?
Winter waiting at the kitchen table. Why didn't
You have nothing to worry about.
Patient penance bark so hollow.
We could have helped you.
Time heals everything. Winter waiting, coming back around the bend.
What happened to you?
Emptiness starts to drown out my evenings. Grub like breathing hollow.
I follow, it brings me adrenaline.
I feel like I'm rotting from the inside out. My dreams are under my own expectations.
I reach for the hatchet anyways.
I'm carving through my body.
For one last chance at control.
A tree's bark is 10 times stronger than its bite, and howling is all I ever hear anymore.
The bathroom mirror calls for me at night.
It's finally cut at the part of me that's unworthy.
To finally rip off the band-aid.
Hold it to the light and remind you that I am worth paying attention to.
Branches reaching out past the guilt.
Beyond our darkest times.
Into the future I'll make for myself.
Because renewal won't arrive till we
Ignite our devastation.
Maybe one day, fire will rip through my veins.
Tear apart the earth inside of me.
Slash the trees and burn the habit.
So seeds can finally release.
And I can grow a forest.
One nurtured with care instead of guilt.
So I can finally live without the weight.
sophomore.
I'm Nora, I'm a senior.
I'm Ainsley, I'm a junior.
I'm Rose, I'm a junior. We're from Duchesne Academy. Real quick, shout out to our teammate Nazik, who contributed so much to the creative process of this poem.
One nation under God
said to themselves,
hate
one another and scorn your enemies.
Be anxious about your life,
what you will eat,
what you will wear.
For as man destroyed the lilies of the fields and the birds of the air, how much more thoroughly will man destroy himself?
Blessed are the rich, for they will become richer.
Blessed are the strong, for they will receive power. Blessed are the close-minded, for they alone will be sure of anything.
Thus we create our perfect world, where you have or you don't. All that you are is an asset whose labor was always meant to be sold. Every dollar you make is a dollar you owe to one nation under.
Work harder, be smarter,
go farther, to one day be granted a taste of the harvest.
The harvest you
reap,
the harvest you
sow. A work that consumes, a work that is more than your kids as we grow.
One nation under what?
What's this all for?
To lift the young up,
to get us through the door? But the door, it's the same one you stumbled through decades before. And they took down the machines and they redid the floors, but it's the same place anyway.
And the choice to be there, it's never been yours.
And the work that your parents do getting you in, it sends you right back into the maws of
a system.
A system.
The system
that failed them. I am
the young.
I am
old beyond my years.
I am everyone
who came before me. The system failed
me. Why did I work so hard?
Why did I rebuild my entire life just to do the same thing in a country full of strangers that I did in a country full of family?
I was promised a better life.
To be able to build my family a better tomorrow.
America raised
me, didn't it? Built me, didn't it? Promised me, didn't it?
We all hear the American dream. Is it really a dream? Or a statement that's laid aside to soon become an American's dream? A dream
towards America.
Of America.
For America.
The American dream.
Everyone looks up to it, aspires to even taste it, touch it, scrape what's of it. Everyone hopes to one day be sleeping,
dreaming American.
Everyone hopes to one day be dreaming,
being American. One nation,
one day,
living the American dream.
But did they ever mention that dreams can become a mess? For the ones who aren't American, for the ones who don't fit the criteria, what is this theory of? Because in the cafeteria, we're all supposed to eat.
The dream everyone seems to follow is set for you and me to fall over just like the rest. We are not the blessed.
We are not the rich, so we will not become richer.
We are not the strong, so we will not receive power.
We will not be close-minded, and thus we will forever be unsure.
Forever be scared,
be poor, be fighting
for our pursuit of happiness.
But we are the young,
and we will not walk through that door.
That is our American dream.
I have a 9.5. I have a 9.8. I have a 9.8. I have a 10. And I have another 10. Any eyes going on there, so right now, please bring all the way to this stage, Norfolk!
My name's Addie Myers and I'm a sophomore.
My name's Sam Suarez and I'm just a freshman and we're from Norfolk Senior High. Suddenly compassion meets documentation.
Suddenly kindness comes with conditions.
Love thy neighbor, they say.
As long as that neighbor looks right,
Loves right, votes right.
as if justice were a luxury item.
As if dignity were back order,
Laws are written in ink,
but enforced in blood.
They say the system is broken,
As if it were not built this way. As if inequality was an accident and not the foundation.
They preach freedom
while building cages for little kids in blue bunny hats.
Steel doors slam, separating parents from children.
Fluorescent lights flicker like tired eyes, singing low, electric lullabies.
Somewhere deep in the building, a child's cries echo off cold concrete. They grease the gears with exhaustion.
Places like Cornhusker Fleet.
Alligator Alcatraz.
Give them silly names
To make people laugh.
I hate how casually we consume it.
How quickly we move on. How soon we forget.
Jesus walked in here today.
Brown skin.
Undocumented.
Speaking uncomfortable truths.
In a language they don't understand.
A message of patience.
Tolerance and love. Would they recognize him?
Or would they call the police?
Just because it's not my life at stake doesn't
mean it's not my obligation.
Our obligation. Everything is at stake.
So I'm taking my power back.
Even here in the long pause of uncertainty,
Hope survives in rebellion.
I'm done being quiet.
Done being compliant.
Done contributing to society that protects
People like me, white enough,
straight enough,
middle class enough to believe that politics is optional
because it's not. Comfort means complicity, safety is selective, and outrage shouldn't be radical. We must speak up
for those who are ignored,
before they open their mouth,
for those who are beaten,
before someone raises a fist,
for those who are judged,
before they show their face.
I won't play along.
Because history keeps receipts.
Like Martin,
we dream. Like Ruby, we learn.
Like Maya,
we rise.
The streets renamed after Martin.
From classrooms with censored pages,
from factories, fields, clinics, and borders,
from every place our power has been forgotten, we rise.
Not because hope is easy,
but because hope feeds us and people need us.
We rise first 2, then 4,
then hundreds and thousands,
and now millions. We rise because we must.
I'm a junior at Lincoln High.
My name is Tristiana. I'm a senior at Lincoln High.
My name is Adud. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Ollie. I'm a junior at Lincoln High.
You know!
And this is our poem, The Land of Dreams.
I want you to imagine a little girl just 7 years old.
When I found out the results of the 2016 election,
I was in 2nd grade,
holding anti-government campaigns
behind the bushes during recess.
Before my head hit the pillow that night,
I prayed. I was in a church with my sister. The room was full. Everyone was quiet. Then, boom!
It can't be real.
It can't be real.
I pleaded for flesh and bone.
For policy and action.
It can't be real. So I made him larger than life. I pictured the president as a slug, dripping sweat, an orange tie, and I hated him.
But he loved his ego.
And his wall.
And in my mind, he was
wire and oil.
A plastic maggot of a man.
Who could be worse? Boom! The smell was sure like an iron, then feet start to ring, shouting, crying, then we
why a person whose job it was to protect could kill a man for his skin.
How shooting a sleeping woman counted as protecting the peace.
How to process the fact that kids like me were shot, killed, and beaten for being a different race. Why people like me
were being gassed because of the belief that
People should be treated equally.
The world feel big and confusing.
I will administer justice without respect to persons.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg died on September 18th, 2022.
So help me God.
Every woman I knew told me to
Pay attention, see the changes.
I worked for the moment that my right will be taken away. I was 14.
I wasn't surprised when they overturned Roe v. Wade.
I saw the fear in my mom's eyes. I felt the hurt in my grandma's posture.
I just thought, long time coming. My body is never been mine. 2024.
It can't be real. Not that long ago, my feet typed the line of dreams.
America.
They chanted outside my window.
America.
I heard fireworks tear through the air like bullets.
America.
God bless you if it's good to you.
The next day.
I hear doors are open at school.
We were all smothered by brick and mortar.
I've been to so many protests since then I've lost count.
For the women and girls around the world living without an education.
Many kids at home were not in school.
It was not their fault.
The rules made by leaders closed many doors.
I remembered the times when we recited Project 2025 from our Chromebooks like a hot shine.
We were only 15.
2026.
This is real.
And we wonder
if anything we do will be enough.
This world was built for women, for men,
for children,
For immigrants.
for everyone.
Who typed this land.
Anyone who climbed a tree.
anyone brave enough to breathe.
Mother Earth was kind to us.
And now,
remember how any time there was a glimmer of hope, it disappeared.
we no longer blink at the end of another life.
We understand now that this world, although it was built for us,
wasn't made for anyone.
No one at all.
Give it up for Lincoln High School. I have a 9.7. 9.8. A 9.8. A 9.8. And a 9.9. Give it up for all the poets in all around. So before I bring Zeke is going to come up here in a moment to do the Spirit of the Slam Award. But before we do that, I just want to say, so this was Lacey's first time hosting a slam, which was awesome. And I had to tell her at the beginning, like, hey, when we go up there after a really awesome poem, you can't like say how awesome it was. You just have to like read the scores. So that's what you have to do. So I don't know if you want to tell them how you felt. How
It broke my soul. I'm gonna say no. Anybody in this room that's known me for 5 minutes, I got a big mouth. I wanted to scream, dance. I had dances. Man, I was like, that was a good. I had stuff planned. And she told me I got to run off.
I was like, I'm so sorry, we can't react. She's
That's why I
like,
walked up
what
here
do
like,
you mean we can't react?
5.2, 9.
So, yes, lying down happy hill.
We're gonna get the rules changed next year. No, I'm just joking. We can't understand.
So while a little bit of math is happening, we're gonna bring Zadika back up. Oh, the math is already happening. Oh, Pat's doing it. Pat's doing Spirit of the Slam. I'm sorry, Zach. I didn't know that. Let's give it up for Pat!
Totally changed that. How we doing, everybody? Everyone having a pretty good night? Fantastic. All right, so before we get to the presentation of a trophy filled with Pop-Tarts, every year we do something called the Spirit of the Slam Award. This is awarded to teams of poets or teachers, sponsors who demonstrate the most supportive, encouraging, caring, enthusiastic time during the competition. So we we start looking at this during the prelims and see what teams are showing up, see what teams are making noise, see what teams are having a lot of fun and really bringing joy to the competition. We want them to embody poetry, but we want them to embody community most of all. Last year, we got a call that we never wanted to receive. We lost a student in our program, and as much as that is something you never want to see, you never want to see someone hurt, you never want to see your extended family, a student, a teacher, a teaching artist, a group of students, anything. This group came back from that and honored their teammate in the most precious and caring way possible. They held dance parties at every competition they were in. They made specialized shirts just for their teammate. They really honored the life of this person in the best way possible, and that is through their poetry. And so we'd like to announce this year's Spirit of the Slam Award to Millard North High School. Y'all.
One more time for Millard North. All right, Pat, did you leave me any results anywhere? Oh yeah, please, yes. Oh wait. Okay, I got it. Yes, I got it. Yeah, we're old. That's the other thing they need to get a young person up here next year. Okay. All right, can I have all the poets behind us, please, on the stage? All the poets. Let's hear it for the poets. While the poets are up here, I want to remind all the poets, before we announce the whole situation here, I want to remind the poets that you need to come and hang out at the slams. There's one in Lincoln on the second Thursday of every month at Lark Song. Next one is May 14th. And then there's one in Omaha every second Saturday. Next one is May 9th at Local Art Club. So please, youth, come out to these slams and continue to change the world. All right. Before we do the whole, fourth, third, second, first thing, I just want to say something. We've been thanking everyone tonight, and I just want to turn around and I want to thank these poets. What a show. That might be one of my favorite nights of poetry ever. It was such a great show. So I hope you all feel just so proud of what you did here tonight. I know everyone in this room was changed tonight by your words, and so we appreciate you. Thank you to the poets most. All right, yeah, let's give them one more. Come on, one more.